Look at that back post area. Owen whips it across the face of goal. Mara, you're on fire. Go! He could probably take this one on himself, you know. Bang! Come on, they've got a corner kick here. We do not want anything bad to happen. That's a great whip. Oh god, you just knew you'll never ever play for Schalke ever again. Ever! Hey my people, how you doing? I hope you're having a goddamn great day. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the career mode. And we are kicking things off. God, I couldn't even speak there for a second. We are kicking things off with a few potential options for next season, starting off with Mikael Sadilek. He is set to have his deal run out at the end of this season, and we can potentially go ahead and sign him on a free. The parameters are 9 to 14,500 euros per week, which is very much within our parameters of what we can spend on weekly wages, which I quite like. But the issue is, I don't have much money. God damn it. We currently have, I think it's like 2,000 euros a week, you know, designated to weekly wages. So we do need to get rid of a few players. But before I show you some of those players that I've put down on transfer lists and loan lists and all that good stuff, I've updated the shortlist. You can definitely see that I have updated the shortlist. Some of these suggestions you guys have put in the comment section, which is fan-damn-tastic. So we've got two goalkeeping options here. Of course, Manuel Neuer, a former Schalke boy himself. He's only got a value of 2.5 million, which would be fantastic. But I don't know if we would sign him, you know, next season or maybe even in season number 3 if he's still, you know, playing. So he is an option, but a very loose one because we have recently signed Adebolu and so on. So yeah, that's the only mitigating factor. But then we've got Dest and Fischer. I'm very keen on both, to be fair. Dest because I've never really used him in a career mode, and Fischer because he's German, and of course he was suggested to me by you guys. In the centre-back department, I've kept Bella Kochap because I am very keen on him. And of course, we have 3 centre-back spots to fill. So we do need quite an overabundance of players in that position. I've also put down Danny Luke. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Also, as a right-sided centre-back, he could be very, very good for us. And then this one, obviously also suggested to me by you guys. Kevin Schlotterbeck. Of course, the brother of Nico Schlotterbeck, who plays for, wait for it, Borussia Dortmund. Imagine the family ties. Imagine the storylines. Obviously, this season he is out on loan. I'm not sure at what club, but he is out on loan, which does lead me to believe that his time at Freiburg is very limited. So maybe next season we go in for him. He is also left-footed, which is great. We don't have many left-footed centre-backs at the moment. And of course, Tirana Riga would require a decent, adequate backup. And of course, I do think that this man right here could be a very, very good option for Schalke 04. Of course, another player suggested by you guys as well. He is mainly a set-piece specialist in Ricardo Rodriguez. He's also Swiss. He used to play for Wolfsburg, if I'm not mistaken, and then he moved to Italy. But maybe a move back. Maybe we can convert him into a left wing-back potentially. But speaking of which, Lasse Gunther, really like this kid. He's only 20, he's 5'11", he's left-footed as well, can play as a left wing back or as a left back. He could be one for the future, potentially. And then we've got Kraus, Sadilek. Sulemana is one of my #1 options for this career mode. Now, obviously in season number 1, you can't sign him because it's his first season at Cagliari. But maybe next season we look to bring him into the club. I think 3 to 4 million could get the Ghanaian king into the team, and I would really, really like that. I love this kid. If you have not tried him out in career mode, this is the warning signs. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Go sign him. Anyways, and now another player that you guys have suggested as well, which I do like. One, for the age, the experience that he might possess. But Tim Scar can play as a right midfielder, left midfielder, or as a striker. He could be a good striker option off the bench, backing up the likes of Mara, especially if we do get rid of, you know, some of our other strikers as well. Then we also got Vranch. And Bienes is a player that I am very keen to potentially go ahead and sign. Obviously, if the likes of Hamburg don't get promoted, we'll definitely go ahead and sign him. He could also be a left attacking midfielder, along with Matthias Sol. I think Soleil. You know me and my pronunciations. If we sign him, I will learn how to pronounce the goddamn name. But yes, also a left-footed player can potentially slot in as a cam, just in behind the more natural striker. And then finally, the other striking option that I do have on the list is Jesus Ferreira. Normally, he's left his club by now in the MLS and he's moved to a European club. But that hasn't happened yet, which does lead me to believe that there is potentially some hope in signing him. And one thing I do like about him is he's very similar to Karaman, where he can play as a striker up front or just in behind, which does kind of suit the mold and system that we are looking for potentially. But anyways, let's have a look at some of the players that I've put on the shortlists for loan and transfers. Another small issue I do have is Oweyan as well as Brunner, two players that I definitely want for at least the next season. Their contracts are also set to expire, which is exactly why we need more money. We need to extend this lot. We need to bring in others. So yeah, that's another reason why we have to get more money into the club. Merkin is a player that I've put on the loan list. He can have an option to buy and get out of the club. That's fine. We haven't really used him as much as what I would have thought, especially with the fact that we are only focusing on the league now. We got knocked out of the DFP Pokal a few episodes ago, so we don't have those games to worry about. All we have to worry about is one game per week for the rest of the season. So we can afford to cull some of the squad. The likes of Kaminsky, probably not going to extend him. You've done well, mate, but it's time to probably move on. Callas is another one who I haven't really used that much. And so I've put him on the loan list because also Schallenberg I have officially successfully converted into a centre back. Now he could be a very good ball playing centre back, maybe slotting in the middle area of the field and obviously driving into the midfield. So I quite like that. Rimmel I was close to putting onto the transfer list, but I'm going to keep him for the time being. Maybe in January, if we are really desperate for cash, I might look to, put him on there and then get him out the door because he hasn't really worked out. I haven't really enjoyed using him, not as much as the likes of Torona Riga, Bogard, Matriciani as well. And then, of course, you've got Schroeder, who is also set to leave in the January window on loan. Only on loan. He is the future of this club at only 17 years of age. Anyways, as you'll see here, Brunner as well, 6 months left on his deal. Hopefully we can extend them. And then a few other players like Van der Sloot, also expiring in 6 months, but if we can sell him, that would be great too. Now we get into the midfield. Templeman on the loan list. I don't like his face. I've said it from the get-go. I've never enjoyed his face. He can get out the club, loan with an option to buy, and try and free up some of those wages. Because if I'm not mistaken, he does have 6,000 euros a week dedicated to him. So we can at least free up some of that at least. Then we got Drexler on the transfer list. Now this one hurts because I wanted to keep him. I've wanted to use him for the first season, maybe even the second season as well. But with financial issues, financial restraints, we have got to get rid of this man right here. So it is what it is. He is at the latter end stages of his career, and it makes sense to try and capitalize on his value whilst we still can. So those are the players that I've put on the short list, the transfer list, the loan list, all that good stuff. So yes, let's have a look at our calendar that lies ahead. Okay, guys, so taking a look at the calendar, we've got an away game versus Rostock before a home game versus Kiel, I think. And then we finish off the episode with an away game to Paderborn. Of course, it is the month of December, which means that the rest of the month, the players can go on holiday and we can potentially prepare for a few outgoings for the massive January window where we will only play 2 games in the next episode. So stay tuned for that one. Anyways, let's hop on straight into our first game. Okay, they're kicking things off here. Of course, they are at home. We are playing that sexy blue and white kit, that baby blue and that white kit. Now we need to focus though. I want us to go into the new year undefeated, unscathed by those L's. That's what I really want. Oh my God, he sent Moho to the shops there. They're looking for that central attacking momentum. Focus. Get closer, Matriciani. Well done. That's my ball, 23-year-old. Lays it off Moho. Oh, Moho made that run in behind. And that's what I'm saying. Imagine Sadalik being in that Moho role. Oh my goodness. The quality would just immediately improve. Oweyan into Odobe. Odobe making those inroads more centrally. Back out to Oweyan. Oweyan, he's beaten his man. Who's in the box? Who's central? Oweyan squares it too. Okay, well, Mara, I'll take that, but that was a bit dodgy because why are you taking such a long touch in the box and then pumping it into the back of the net? Anyways, I'm complaining too much. We've got a goal. Oweyan captain to our star striker in Mara, and he's got the fantastic opening goal. Obviously, I think this is quite OP, just the straight to the byline, cuts it back more times than not you're going to score, especially against a bad defensive outlet. And right in front of the goal, he takes a touch, he takes his time, and he still gets into the back of the net. I'll take that. Thank you very much. You love the combination play between those two. Honestly, this left-hand side, the combination play is great. Yet again, Owian cuts it back. Mara! Oh, he gets tackled. Pops a shot off from... Jesus Christ, Lord bless my soul. Sprays it out wide. That's a beautiful pass. He's looking for Mo at the back post. Mo gets there, and it's a wayward header. Maybe Sadalik would have scored that, you know. It's a wayward header, wayward attempt. It's a great cross into the box. It's a fantastic find. Just a bad finish. Seguin loses it in the midfield. Goodness me. Bogard to Runariga. Gets the best of him. Oh my God, and they've missed. You know what? That's about time to make some changes. That is about time to make some changes. Oh, my heart was in my mouth for a second. Now, Odragoro. Now, people have been saying I'm pronouncing Odragoro incorrectly. They've said it's pronounced Vidragoro or something like that. But I'm going to continue to pronounce it Odragoro for now. I do apologize. Like, I do take your guys' comments into consideration. But I haven't done personal research. So you guys could be clowning me in the comment section and all that stuff, and I don't know. So I'm going to bring in Odragoro for now. Maybe it's the last time I'm pronouncing it like that. In the next episode, I will do my extensive research. Also, it's not Lasame, it's Lasmi. Lasmi, you're in as well. Please don't let me down. Karaman's going to continue to play. Soppy as well. Soppy will come in as well. Templeman also is on the bench, considering I have put him on the loan list. But I'm hoping that with the game time that he does get, hopefully, just hopefully, it can allow him to build a value and get interest. So that's more or less the thought process and pattern behind that. But yes, we are going to make 5 wholesale changes in this second half. Templeman, you absolute imbecile. Ah! Great save, Atabulu. Great save, you absolute king. Okay. Well, we've won the header there. Back in. No, don't lose it. Don't you guys dare let me down like this. We've led the entire game. We've like allowed them one shot on targets, or not even a shot. I don't even think it was on target because they missed the whole net. But it was one shot that we've allowed, and if they score in these dying moments, I'll just be shattered. I'll be a shattered individual. Moa chips it, back post area, not there. Keep it up the side of the field, please. Where's my midfield? You see, this is why I don't like Templeman, because he's an idiot. He's trying to foul his man. They're waving the flag on, but they continue to build forward. No! Okay. And that's the game! Let's go. 1-0 win. 23rd minute gone. Mara with the only goal of the game. I'll take it. A bit of a heart-wrenching moment at the end there. I thought they may have put the ball in the back of the net, but it wasn't to be. And we come away with the vital big 3 points. Okay, so the board have come back and we seem to have completed one of their tasks. Sell 3 players. Now, I don't know why they would assume I've only done it now, but anyways, I'll take it. And I think it's actually for the gain 10 million in shirt sales, which is really good. It means the club's growing as a whole. I don't know if I may have shown you guys this, but, you know, we need to sign these 3 players from the youth academy that's 20 years or younger with a greater potential than the average in the current side. We've done that once in... you know, the kid that's going out on loan. We've sold 3 players. That's great. We need to gain automatic promotion. We're currently in first place. We did reach the round of 16 for the DFB Pokal, which is great. And within 2 seasons, we need to win the league. Okay, well, we're going to do that in this season. Hopefully. I haven't said it. I'm not trying to jinx myself, but I'm just saying hopefully. And then we also need to reduce player wages to 15 grand by 15 grand a week, which I don't see happening, especially if we are looking to try and get promoted. Also, I do apologize if you can hear the rain outside. You shouldn't, because I have got a good few things on my microphone. But if you can, I do apologize. It is raining. It is cold whilst recording. Whoa. Look, before we get into our next game, just have a look at this. We've got an option for Drexler at 1 million. You know what? Outright, just accept it. We need the million, as well as Merkin. Set to join Wolfsburg if he does go, and around a 3 million option to buy. We're going to it's a short loan, so it'll be from January until the end of the season, and then they must pay the goddamn money. Okay, I'm quite happy to sell him to another German club. That's fine, especially one that's in a division above us. We just need the money for next season. Imagine adding around 3 million or maybe even 2 million to the transfer kitty for next season. That would be fantastic, honestly. But yes, 2 great, fantastic options coming in. for the January window that might be leaving. I'm ecstatic about that. I can't lie to you. And we have another option here. Porto as well as Drexler. Lots of teams coming in for Drexler. A team from the Turkish league coming in for Drexler. 1.1 mil. I'm quite happy to accept anything and everything for the young man himself. The old man, 34 years of age. As well as Lasmi. I also forgot to mention, I did put him on the transfer list or the short list as well. Now, if we could get around 3 million for him, fantastic. Honestly, Porto, great place. They are in the Champions League quite frequently. You can go there and, you know, just explode. But he hasn't worked out, and I don't enjoy using him. In fact, every time I do use him, I get mad. So, you know what? Get him out of the club, bring in some money, free up some wages. I mean, he's on 5 grand a week, which is insane. I wouldn't give him £100 a week, let alone 5. 5 bags. That's crazy. Anyways, so we've got some transfer options coming in. It's fan-damn-tastic, and hopefully we can get a few more. Okay. We do have a pre-contract agreement for Danny Latza. Now, again, he's one of those players that I haven't overly used too much. I think we've used him around 2 times in total for the career mode so far. He is also at the end of his lifespan in the career mode, so I'm quite happy for him to leave as a free next season. I'm just glad that he can find another club. He's going to Rosenborg BK. That's fine with me, honestly. He can provide them with, you know, the experience and all that good stuff. So again, I'm happy with that. As long as Brunner and Oyan do not leave, because that'll crush my soul. I really want to keep them. We've got a big one. This is a big fish right here. No, it can't be a straight loan. It's got to be a loan with an option to buy or something. Like, I'm not prepared just to loan him out with no end route. No, reject. It's a loan with an option to buy. He needs to get out the club. It would have been great if a Premier League club like Fulham would have taken him, because that's money. That's big money. But it's fine. We're going to reject him for now. We need an option to buy because he needs to leave. Okay, so for our game versus Kiel, we've got a full-strength starting 11. Karaman's slightly under the weather, but he is going to start his second consecutive game in a row. Hence why I said consecutive. But full-strength team, I won 3 points. I want more than 1 goal. I've noticed over like the last, 10 or so games, we've really struggled to find the back of the net. We've really struggled to create those good advanced patterns of play higher up the pitch. So I need a bit more of that, maybe with a changed front line. It needs some time to settle, but we do need to score at least more than 1 goal in this game. Okay, we're kicking things off here in the big blue, royal blue kits. Love to see it. Honestly, guys, I've said this many times. I really do like the Schalke kits for this season. I think I've always liked the Schalke kits, to be fair. In previous career modes that I have had with Schalke in the past. Personal career modes, of course. I've just enjoyed their kits. It's a pity that they don't have a third one, though. That does suck. Well, Torunariga, he's needing to cover for Bogard. Bogard makes a great tackle. That's what you do. Oh, no. Matriziani trying to cover. Goalkeeper gets gloves to it. Oh my goodness, and it's Jan Fiet Arp, a player who we did have on the transfer list. I didn't realize he played for Kiel. He tests the goalkeeper early doors, and they've got a corner kick as a result of that. Now, I'll kick myself if we don't, get this out of there. Oh my god, another insane effort. Great save there, big boy. Come on, gents. We need to focus now. Oh! Back to back efforts trying to, open up our net, open up their scoring account. They've really tested us right now. Our defense has been very... I was going to say solid. That's a lie. We've been good at closing down the gaps, but we've been giving them opportunities, which I don't like. Looking like prime Manchester United right now, just giving up all these shot attempts at goal. Oh yeah, and he's drifting back to help out a bit more. Looking to engage with the opponent. Oh my god. Honestly, we're not looking in good shape right now. I don't know why, I don't know how, but Matriziani's there. And it's a great effort. Oh my god, 16 minutes of absolute pain. Brunner puts it straight up the field here into Karaman. If we shithouse this and get a goal here, I'll absolutely laugh my... Oh my god, that's a pen! That better be a pen! And that should be a red too, because I'm going in on goal, essentially. I know there might be 1 or 2 players that will catch my player up, but that is a disgrace, mates. Karaman gets brought down. Is it on the edge of the box? Or it's in the box. It was in the box. Mara to take it. Is he our best pen taker? Torunariga is essentially our best pen taker. That's crazy. Anyways, Mara to take it. And he bangs it on the top of the net. Should Riga take our pens in the future? I don't know. Although I will say this, the opening 20 minutes or so have not been very good. We've been under the cosh. We've got lucky. Karaman gets brought down in the box, and we open up the scoring with a spot kick. Sometimes you're just lucky like that. Other times, not so much. But right here, right now, Mara, you are absolutely on fire with your scoring accounts. There we go. Moa this time. Moa? Moa. Okay, that's 2 goals at least. We've definitely had a better secondary 20 minutes in the first half. We're ending off the half very, very strong. The goal has given us confidence, the first goal at least, and Moha gets into the box, operates very well in that wider left space, and he just puts in the back of the net. Thank you very much, sir. Moa lays it off beautifully. Odabe. Combining very well with Owian. Look at that back post area. Owian whips it across the face-off goal. And there you have it. It's 3-0 to Schalke. Heel, get wrecked. Mara, you're on fire. Great ball. Moha. Odabe. Little ball roll. Odabe! Oh my days. That could have been sensational. They are saying Shulanov on for Karaman. Not right now. I want to get this corner out the way first. And then we'll make the sub. Seguin to put some bars into it. And that's a terrible header from Mara. Okay. Time to make the subs now. Hopefully by the 70th minute they can come onto the field. But Karaman is going to come off for Shulanov, who didn't really feature in that last game. You know what? I don't actually know how to pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call him Asan for now. And then maybe later I will hopefully find a way to pronounce his name. But Brunner's also going to come off for Soppy. And Lasmi, you're also going to come on for Mara, who's had a fantastic game. Just rotating it, making sure the boys are fresh and ready and fit and firing on all cylinders. Riga, he's been sensational, but Baumgartel will come on. And yeah, those are going to be our changes. Moa lays it off to Soppy. Soppy's got fresh legs, Go, Soppy. Go! He could probably take this one on himself, Bang! That's unfortunate. That is just so bad that he's missed the entire net. How? How do you miss the whole box? It's big. It's huge. But you miss it. That's a great cross, but my keeper's there to claim it. Just circulate it out into play. I'd like a clean sheet, to be honest with you guys. Asan. He sees the run from Soppy. Out wide. Booming ball forward. Little chip into the box. Shulanov is there. Shulanov tests the goalkeeper, and Shulanov with a fantastic finish, finding the bottom corner. No. Oh, no, fam. Like, the time, everything, it's not meant to be like this, guys. Come on, keep the clean sheet. We were so good with our defensive awareness, the rotations and everything, and then in the last minute we give up. That's poor mentality right there. Anyways, we get the win. 4-1. I'll take that all day. Yes, please. But I'm a bit gutted. I'm a bit mad that we couldn't keep that clean sheet, because that would have been a great momentum builder going into our next game. Oh, there you have it. Dominic Drexler will be joining Saint Etienne in the January window. We could have gotten a little bit more, but you know what? Out of respect for him, he wanted to go to France. Saint Etienne were a great opportunity for him. So you know what? 1 mil, we'll take it. Put in the transfer kitty. Let's see how much money we might have now. Wait, what? Okay, wait. Maybe because the money hasn't actually come through yet and he hasn't actually left just yet. I'm hoping that does go up though, because we really need it. We really need it. And things might be going from bad to worse here, as Brandon Soppy might be getting recalled by Atalanta, which is not great because we have been using him. That's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're gonna play him for the Paderborn game, and if he leaves, then I guess it's just what it is. God, that's frustrating, And I mean, like, here we have options for Temple. Here, this is more like it. This is definitely more like it. A short loan around that amount of money, that's fine with me. Just like with Monaco. No, it has to be a buy. Short loan as well. Lasmi. Good luck, big boy. I hope you do well there and all that good stuff. Make sure that we get our money as well as Merkin. Now, it might actually be very costly if I send Merkin out and then Soppy also leaves. That could be bad. That could be bad. But I don't know. We're in a bit of a predicament right here, right now. Okay, kicking things off here. Our last game of the episode versus Paderborn. And off the bat, this camera angle is kind of crazy. It's not the normal camera angle. I don't know why. Probably just the stadium, but it's just annoying. Odebe lays it in. Moa chips it over. Mora though. Okay, what the goalkeeper's trying to fight Mara. Just let me celebrate, mates. Let me celebrate. Calm the farm. Yeah, we're gonna probably have to take off the likes of Odebe. Asan, I was going to actually start him, but then I was like, you know what, just give Odebe the start. But Asan's gonna come in early doors. We've opened the scoring, yes, but Asan Odragaro, he's gonna have to try and, you know, come in and make an impact. Oh my god! And Klaus, he's opened the scoring for Paderborn. Moments after conceding, they've really come back here and they've smacked us in the mouth. But that ball should never be allowed to get past Taranariga. And it's just a really well struck effort. I can't shame the goalkeeper on that. It's really well struck, near post, gets gloves to it, but it deflects into the roof of the net. There's not more I can expect from them, but maybe trying to break it down higher up the field, that could be a possibility. Come on. Soppy. Squares it. Bang, bang, bang. And Sherdanov is there to put the ball in the back of the net. Now, honestly, he's been in some inspiring form since he's been dropped to the bench. Has he deserved to be dropped to the bench over the likes of Karaman? No. But honestly, the way this team is playing, I need to motivate players. And if it's going to motivate him to score more goals when he does get his starts, then fair play. And especially if the likes of Odebe is out for a long time, obviously Sherdanov will come in and replace him as that left attacking midfielder. Good block. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. They're suggesting Soppy off for Brunner. I will make that change. That's not a bad change. But it does also mean that we need to use our last time slots for substitutes very wisely. We need to make 3 subs in that last time slot. So Brunner on for Soppy. That could be Soppy's last ever appearance for Schalke, especially if the likes of Atalanta do recall him. Which I really hope they don't. It's very stupid that if you don't play a player that's on loan for like 3 games or whatever, they just get recalled. And to be fair, I have been using Soppy a hell of a lot. Okay, here we go. Owian. But nobody's in the box. Tries to maintain possession. Okay, well done there, mates. To run a... Oh, no! I was just trying to look for a pass, but none of my players, none of them were open for passes. Matriziani. It's a great save. Please get the Atabulu. Okay, well, win the aerial duel. We'll take that. We will... What do you mean? Great block. Our defense at the moment, 6s and 7s. We are going to make some changes. Stress. Lasmi, maybe for the last time. Templeman as well. Also, maybe for the last time. Ojagara can't come off. Owian, Moha out wide, that's fine. And then Schallenberg is going to come on for Baumgartel. A bit more control, possibly maintain possession. That could be a must. Come on, they've got a corner kick here. We do not want anything bad to happen. That's a great whip. Oh god, you just knew. You just knew. The minute the striker pinned my defender, you just knew he was latching onto it. It's 2-2. All to play for in the last 17 or so minutes. God, like look at this. My striker's there. Oh, his striker's there. My defender's there. And it's Templeman as well, you absolute idiots. Like, you see the ball coming at you. Oh, look. Stop it. Idiots. That's why you're leaving. What are we doing? How have we been 2-1 up for majority of this game and now it's 3-2? Just explain the lack of defensive awareness. I am Granted, I am trying Schallenberg out as a centre-back. I thought maybe he might be better, but my God, he's rubbish. Matriciani as well exposed. And now we're 3-2 down. Templeman, please cover. Oh, no. Great save, Atabulu. We are absolutely shocking right now. Shocking, shocking, shocking. 0 corners for us. 0. And I have to try and, you know, get Lasmi to try and do something for me. Okay. Is he offside? No. No, man. He wasn't even offside. They just fouled my player. Bro, play advantage. Please, Shodanov. Try and bully someone. Win the ball back. Templeman, I despise you, Templeman. I absolutely despise. Get the hell out of my club right now, mate. You are an idiot. The ball is traveling to Asan or whoever it was. And your dumbass gets in the way of it and turns the possession over. You will never, ever, 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 ever play for Schalke ever again. Ever. I'm absolutely fuming. Last game of the year. Finished the year off undefeated. But now we have 1 in the L columns. Jesus. Fuming. There will be changes made in the January window. Mark my words. Okay, well, at least with Wilson Odebear, he's not out for months on end. It's only 5 days, and we do have that 15-day period where it's just vacation time. Honestly, I'm absolutely raging from that loss. The boys need to go away, have a good, long, hard look at themselves in the mirror, because that display in the second half, the collapse, there have been signs this season, but we've papered over it with the wins and whatnot. That collapse is it's unacceptable. We are going to end things off right here, right now. Please smash the like button. I need it. I deserve it after witnessing that absolute atrocity. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a damn great day. I'm out.